I have sent for some pasta trees from my original orchard up in Seattle, Washington, that I left in 1959, And I brought them down here and have cultivated them here. Now, I'm going to demonstrate to you just what it is to grow and serve your own pasta. There is nothing quite like homemade pasta. First of all, we'll start over here with the genuine vermicelli tree that was developed up on my own orchard by my great uncle many years ago. Here we have vermicelli growing fresh on the tree. It's very simple. It grows quite prolifically when it's in season, and you have to pick it almost daily. You can see if you don't, it will fall to the ground and it'll be destroyed forever. You can't use it. Of course, it gets dirty. Once you've picked it, then you have to hang it on the drying rack so that it starts drying to the proper degree of dryness so that you can cut it. Because if it gets too stiff before you cut it, then it's just difficult to cut and it grows into crumbly pieces, and you don't want that to happen. So you have to watch it very carefully as it dries. Come over to the cutting machine where you can lay it out carefully. And then you just cut it to the desired length. Once you've cut it to the desired length, then you spread it again so it dries. And once it's perfectly dry, then you can package it for later use. We have the marinara bush. These are marinara plants that have been growing here in the backyard now for about 3 months. And once they're properly ripened, you just pick one off and you have immediate marinara sauce. I'm going to pick just 2 of these very carefully. Then I'll take them over for a later demonstration. Demonstrate just how we go about harvesting some pasta and making a fresh pasta dinner right from your own backyard. Just go over here to the pasta tree. Start picking. Throw it in our basket. We can pick this tree absolutely clean today, and by tomorrow it will be loaded up again just like it is now. This grows very, very fast. Sometimes when the season is good, it's hard to keep up with it. Picking it every day and drying it, it just gets to be almost an unbearable task. You can imagine as a young boy what it was like with 24 full-grown pasta trees and just my brother and I to do the harvesting. It was quite a busy time for us. What with going to school and all, and then getting home, picking pasta, hanging it on the drying racks, and going out and cutting the batch from the day before. Take your harvest of fresh pasta. Take a little fresh home-pressed olive oil. Throw it in the frying pan. Spin it around good. Reach into your bowl of fresh picked pasta you just took right off the tree just a minute ago. Throw it into the pan. Take yourself a nice fresh marinara fruit. Take a knife, puncture it, squirt it right in there. Take another one if you wish. Puncture it. Squeeze it into the pan. You all heard of Captain Bligh going to the South Pacific in search of the breadfruit plants. Well, I too went down there and I found some of the breadfruit plants. I took them back, and over the years, by cross-pollination with some garlic, I've managed to grow garlic breadsticks. So after you've made your pasta ready, you come to your tree, you just pick a couple of good fresh garlic breadsticks, break them right off, it doesn't matter. Over here, we have some specialty products where we have taken to growing star noodles. They grow rather odd on a tree. You pull them off the tree like that. There's another one. Take them over to the table. Just break them open, and there you have star noodles. This is similar to the way in which you grow alphabet pasta for alphabet soup. But that's a high risk growing if you're doing it commercially, because you have to be very careful that you don't get the wrong letters. The buyers will only buy a balanced number of letters of the alphabet in order to keep the market price up. I remember back in 1963 there was a rumor that there was going to be a shortage of elemental peas, and the market price of elemental pea would be very high. So many people started growing elemental peas, and as it turned out, the seeds were faulty, and only the O's and the P's came out. The L's, M's, and N's did not. So there was a glut in the market of O's and P's and a shortage of L, M, and N's. And so many pasta farmers in that year got what's known as PO'd. They had a huge glut of O and P, and not nearly enough L, M, and N's. So when you hear people talk about getting PO'd, that term originally started in the pasta business when in the 1963 glut. The market price of P and O just went right through the floor, and nobody hardly made a living that year. Now we have this fresh pasta ready to go into the bowl and ready to eat. I'm telling you folks, there is absolutely nothing that'll beat homegrown pasta. I do a limited amount of growing here in my own small backyard. Homegrown breadsticks, homegrown pasta, homegrown marinara. Folks, I'm telling you, it just does not get any better than this. Over here, I have another pet project of mine. This is known as a Parmesan geopet. You grow this right on your own kitchen counter. Parmesan cheese just grows slowly on it. So after you've made your pasta, you just take your geopet, tap them a few times, drop your cheese in. By tomorrow, you'll have another full growth, ready for another good helping of homemade, homegrown pasta. I hope you found this video to be informative, and I hope it will finally lay to rest all the rumors that maybe I have been pulling people's leg about my early life on a pasta orchard. Thank you.